At the Bridge Church, this year our focus is to believe, belong, and become. Let's take a look at how one member has embraced the heart of our vision to believe.
The reason that I went to the Prayer Partners Ministry meeting was because, one, I wanted to learn more about prayer. I wanted to learn how to incorporate it into my life on a daily basis, and I wanted to learn really some practical ways that I could become more efficient and develop a stronger relationship with God. So when I got to the Prayer Partners meeting, Dr. Bill Purvis talked about the benefits of becoming a prayer partner and what a prayer partner was. And what I learned was that not only would I be praying for my pastors, but our pastors would be praying for us also. So I just thought that it made it more personal. It wasn't just something that was just a blanket thing. It wasn't a general. It was something that my pastors specifically knew what I needed, and I specifically knew what they needed, so we could stand in the gap for each other. Towards the end of the service, Dr. Bill Purvis handed us out some cards, and he asked us to write down some things, actually 2 things, that we wanted Pastor and Pastor Marcia to pray for us for, the partners. And one of the things that I wrote down is that I needed help. I wanted to pass my national counselor examination, and also I wanted to receive a full-time counseling position upon graduation. It was such a stressful time for me because my professor told me that only 40% of people who take the national counselor examination passes it the first time. So during that point, my anxiety was increasing. Also, a professor had mentioned to me that on average, the recommended time for you to study for this exam is about 5 months. I only had 2.5 months to get this test studied for, to get the information in my head in order to pass it, because I was taking other exams during that time. The stakes were high. Everything was riding on the passing of this exam. Me graduating with my master's of science in counseling and psychology. Also, upon graduation, if I want to even go into private practice, I need to have passed this test in order to do that. There's certain jobs I can't even apply for without having passed this exam. So the stakes were high, and I really needed a breakthrough in this area. So during the week of my test, and up to that point, I studied and I prayed. I stood on the word. I studied, I prayed some more, I studied, and you know what, it really got to a point where I just stopped studying, probably about a week before the test, but I continued to pray. So I went in to take my test, anxiety-free, in faith, confident that I could answer the questions that I knew the answers to, and I was confident that I could answer the questions that I didn't know the answers to. And I am happy to say that I am officially a nationally certified counselor. So now I'm so happy I'm a national certified counselor, and Pastor Marcia, thank you so much for praying for me. Now we need to get another card because I want to own my own practice. So we need to go ahead and get praying for that breakthrough. Oh, and one more thing. My name is Philana Shepherd, and I believe.